Over the years, many people have shared with me that their biggest problem in getting their health and fitness back is staying motivated. They know what they should be doing. They know they should be moving more and eating less. They have a pretty good understanding of what good nutrition is. They understand the importance of exercise. Many make an effort to take charge, but the excitement quickly disappears and they lose their motivation. Well, this week, I'm going to share with you 4 simple steps that you can put into your life to help you stay focused, excited, and keep that motivation. Let's dive in. Welcome to episode 12 of the LeRock Show, where I'm here to help you get your fitness back on track at any age and regardless of your current fitness level, so you can spend more quality time with your family, have a brighter outlook on life, and finally find the true joy that life has to offer. I'm your host, LeRock. I'm pumped to be hanging out with you today, and I'm looking forward to bringing out that inner cheerleader that you have inside you. For those of you listening on Apple Podcast or Spotify today, thanks for hanging out and sharing your reviews, because it really does help to support the channel. If you're watching on YouTube, thanks for coming back and sharing your comments and feedback, as I look forward to hearing from you each week, because your thoughts and opinions really do make a difference. Like I've shared before, I've been obese not only once, but twice in my lifetime. Life comes at you at 100 miles an hour, especially when you're raising a family and trying to set yourself up for a good financial future. I know what it's like to lose your motivation. In fact, motivation is one of the first things that goes before everything falls apart. Well, this week, the goal is to pick you back up, brush off the dust, and get you moving forward with some intentional motivation. Like always, my goal each week is to get you one step closer to where you want to be with your health and fitness. And part of that is giving away free stuff. If long-term weight loss is one of the things you're seeking, well then I just might have what you're looking for. I created a unique eating approach called Automate Your Plate. I used it more than 15 years ago to lose 65 pounds in 13 weeks, and I've managed to stay healthy and fit ever since. The benefits of this eating approach are that it allows you to eat more frequently than you ever have before, all with less time and effort spent. No more hunger pains and no more confusion. It spells everything out clearly. Those that have tried it and followed it correctly have had great results. Yes, I put together a free step-by-step checklist. I call it the Automate Your Plate checklist, that you can follow step 1, step 2, step 3, and you can begin automating your plate today. The checklist takes everything that I teach on this directive in my book and in my online course, and it breaks it all down into a single page cheat sheet. It's super simple and easy to follow. For those of you listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, you can just go to ethanlerock.com/automate. That's ethanlerock.com/automate. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can click on the link down below and get it there. Either way, feel free to drop me a line if you have any questions, because I'm always happy to help. Now that I put something free into your hands, I'm going to share with you some simple steps you can put in place in order to rediscover that motivation, and more importantly, to maintain it. You see, motivation is one of the many things we find lacking when it comes to trying to take back our health and fitness. I know it was for me. You know, you may find yourself sitting there one day and you just feel like you just don't have any drive or ambition to do anything. Others may see it as laziness. Heck, you may even see it as laziness, when in fact what it is simple lack of motivation in your life. You've lost sight of what is important, and therefore you don't see any immediate necessity to make things happen. I could literally write an entire book on ways to help you stay motivated, but we don't have time for that. So let's tackle the big ones here, as they can give you just enough and provide the biggest potential to bring back that passion and motivation you've been longing for. So get out your journal and we'll talk through these 4 steps. Okay, you may have heard me talk about this before, but the very first step of what you should do to help you stay motivated is you need to have a plan in place for your personal life. And that plan should include your health and fitness. And the very first thing on that plan, you should be planning the time for when you're going to be reviewing the plan and assessing it. So that's the very first thing. And of course, the plan should include your daily and weekly goals. Now, once you have your plan established, you should be spending about 5 to 10 minutes each morning thinking about what your plan is. You're keeping it in mind. You're keeping that thought that I have to take care of my health and fitness, and these are the steps I want to put in place. And this is what I'm going to do today. And if you start out your day and you just take 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes of your day to focus in and know what your objective is for the day so that you're not just caught up in everything else that's going to come your way, it puts you in a much better place. And then after you go through your whole day, you go through your work day, you come home, you either work out or you do not work out, or you eat properly or you don't eat properly, you need to spend 5 to 10 minutes at the end of the day to look back and assess how you did. And the reason this is so important is you're setting yourself up to pay attention to the importance of your health and fitness. And that's one of the big reasons that we lose our motivation. We lose our motivation because we lose sight of what truly matters. We don't put enough importance on things. And when it comes to your health and fitness, it's no different. If you're not thinking about what is my goal, what do I want to do, what do I want to achieve, and you don't put importance on that, then there's no necessity to it. You lose the urgency. And then eventually you lose sight of what you're trying to do in the first place. So each day at the end of the day, you should spend 5 to 10 minutes and just assess how you did. Did I do what I was supposed to do today? And if not, what I want you to do then is I want you to sit down and write down some ways that you can ensure that tomorrow you do what you're supposed to do. And the whole goal is to keep it up here, keep it in your mind, right? You've heard me talk about this psychology, how important it is. Without addressing your psychology, you have very little chance of winning at this weight loss thing and keeping your health and fitness in check. But when you do take charge and you do start thinking about these psychological things, what do I want to do? What is my plan? Am I doing good to that plan? And you start making it an important habit, and every day you visit it in the morning and you visit it at the end of the day, then you're going to find it's much easier and more likely that you'll stay motivated. And then the last part of this relating to your plan, and you may have heard me talk about this before, but it's the weekly assessment. At the end of the week, you really should spend 15 to 20 minutes and look back at your plan. How did I perform according to the plan that I put in place? And obviously, if you don't have a plan at all, well, that's a problem, right? So assuming that you did go forward and you did develop this plan and it included your weekly goals, your daily and weekly goals for whatever it might be. I want to train this much, or I want to eat this many times properly during the week. I want to lose this much weight, whatever that might be. It's important that at the end of the week, you assess how you did, just like you did on your daily, and you be honest with yourself. And if you failed in some areas, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. It's what you do next. You need to develop a plan that will prevent you from failing in the future. That'll help you stay motivated. That will help you succeed at what you want to do. Because it really is the fundamental first step. Having a plan. Having a detailed plan. What do you want to do? Like, can you imagine driving in your car and you want to get somewhere, but you don't think about what the address is at the end that you want to get to? You don't have a map. You don't know where you're going. And then you actually sit there and ask yourself, why can't I get to my destination? Well, you need to actually have a plan. And that's exactly what this is all about. So once you have this plan in place, the number 2 thing that you really need to think about is how can you keep distraction out of your way? Truly. How much time are you spending on social media? Clicking on Facebook, going on Twitter, going on Instagram, watching television, watching endless shows. You might likely be sabotaging your own self when it comes to your motivation. Sometimes distractions are a way of it's avoidance. You're avoiding what you know you should be doing. And especially when it comes to your health and fitness, right? Because exercise takes effort. Eating properly takes effort. It takes a little bit of effort. But in your mind, you might blow it up to be this big thing that, you associate it with pain. And it's not associated with pleasure. And it really comes back to our psychology, right? So if that is the case, and you're thinking to yourself, exercise is painful, sitting down and writing out this diet or following this diet properly is painful, then what you might end up doing is finding anything you can to get in the way of that as an excuse. So I'm just going to sit down for 10 minutes and I'm going to scroll through my YouTube feed, or I'm going to scroll through my Facebook page and see what this person was up to. And next thing you know, an hour goes by. 45 minutes goes by, a valuable time in your life, and you can't get that back. And then what happens is, now it's too late, so I'll deal with this tomorrow. And you lose motivation. So you need to be really conscious of that. Are you doing some self-sabotage stuff by just giving into distraction? Are you supposed to go to the gym and all of a sudden the phone rings and you know that phone call you're about to get is somebody that likes to talk your ear off for 45 minutes to an hour. And you think to yourself, you got a choice to make. You ignore that call and go and hit your workout, or you take that call and that call is going to basically totally kibosh the next hour. And you're going to end up using that as an excuse not to go to the gym, or not to go to that class you've been wanting to go to, or not to go out and play with your friends in that sport that you wanted to try out, or go for that jog that you wanted to go for. Those are decisions that we make on a psychological level. And that's the level I like to talk to you on, because psychology is where the answers are at. Avoiding this self-sabotage, this distraction that you're giving into, will help you actually get your motivation back. And number 3 for getting your motivation back is you need to clearly set boundaries with people and don't allow them to run your life. I don't know about you, but sometimes being a nice person can be a real detriment to your health and fitness. You want to say yes to people. You want to help everybody. And people are constantly reaching out to you for help. And your first instinct is say, yeah, I want to sign up and I want to help you out because you care about people, right? Well, you need to really think about what is important. You need to protect that plan that you established in your life. You need to put that really high on your importance list. And then what you need to do is you got to set clear boundaries. So when the people do reach out to you and they say, I need this from you, or I need that from you, or, can you stop what you're doing and go take care of this thing I want you to do? You need to really be conscious of that and assess that and say, is that really something I should be doing right now? Picture your life and your goals like your destination you want to get to. If every day you got into your car and as you're just about to sit in the driver's seat, somebody was standing there and they had their hand out and they asked you, put the keys in my hand because I'm driving today. If that happened enough times, how long would it take before you actually stopped and you realized, I'm never going to get to where I want to go because this other person keeps putting out their hand and I keep handing them my keys? You need to place value on you, the importance of you. It's okay to be selfish on some level once in a while. And it doesn't mean you can't help other people, but put your priorities first. Put your priorities first. Take care of yourself. I promise you, if you take care of yourself, you take care of your health and fitness, you put that priority in place and you don't let other people stop you from getting where you want to go, there will be plenty of you left to go around after that. It's just a matter of putting your priority first. So don't let other people drive you in the direction they want you to go in. Because it's very simple. If you do have a plan and you've scheduled time to do certain activities that are going to benefit your health and fitness, then what you do is you fill in the other gaps in your schedule where you have free time, and you help other people out during those times. And you do it according to your control and your schedule. And the fourth thing to help keep you motivated is to figure out how to become your own cheerleader, your own coach. So many of us, we're always looking for appreciation from everybody else out there. We're looking for some sort of recognition for what we're doing from others. And what we fail to realize is that our biggest cheerleader, our biggest person on our side, our biggest coach is right in here. It's us. And if we're not going to cheer for ourselves, and we're not going to appreciate what we do, then why would others be interested in cheering for us? And why would others want to stop what they're doing in their busy lives and help to motivate us? It just ain't going to happen. We need to find it within us to drive ourselves. I've had so many people that I've trained in the past that say, I just wish I had this chef that could be in my house and cook me all my nutritious meals. Or I wish I had this personal trainer. When I can afford a personal trainer that can be with me 24/7 and I want someone to yell at me and motivate me all the time. Because I know if I had that, then I could be healthy and fit. Well, honestly, you have that within you. We all do. We just forget that. We forget the fact that we are our best cheerleader. We are our best coach. Yeah, there's education out there, but it's what we do with it. It's what we bring back into ourselves and how we motivate ourselves, how we cheer ourselves on as things go. And part of that is when we do succeed at something, when we set our little goal. I want to lose 2 pounds this week, or I want to get every workout in this week, or I'm going to follow and stay on my diet this week. That we do celebrate the small wins. And I talk about that back in episode 9, I think it is, on exactly how to do that. That's another way we can help cheer ourselves on and keep ourselves motivated. You really do need to pay care to yourself because you deserve it. You need to be celebrating. You need to be cheering yourself on. Because the sad part of this world is I'm here every week to cheer you on because I want you to do well. I want you to keep the weight off. I want you to lose the weight. I want you to be healthy and fit and vibrant and full of joy and full of the ability to be loved in life and to love others. But before you can do that, you need to learn how to cheer yourself on. You need to find that motivation within you because nobody else is going to do it for you. I could literally write, like I said, an entire book on ways to keep yourself motivated. But the most important ones are the ones that are in here, within you. And that's exactly why I'm here each week, to share these messages with you. Because I want you to know what the truth is when it comes to taking back your health and fitness. So if you're looking to be motivated, number 1, do you have a plan in place? Is it written? Is it detailed? Does it describe how much weight you want to lose, for example, per day? Does it describe when do you plan to work out today? Does it describe when you plan to prepare your meals and make sure your nutrition's on track? Do you have a plan? Are you visiting that plan mentally every single day? Are you spending just a few minutes in the morning and at night thinking about what it is you want to do? And at night, if you determine that something didn't work out, are you putting a plan in place so that tomorrow it does? And are you doing something on a weekly basis in that plan to make sure that you're on track? Again, just saying, hey, guess what? You're important to me. Is what we're planning working out? Are we achieving our plan? And 2, are you stopping distractions from taking over your entire life? Are you being conscious of what you're doing with your time? Are you avoiding endless hours on Facebook and social media and Twitter and Instagram? Or are you letting those things run your life? And number 3, are you setting proper and clear boundaries in your life? Are you making yourself a priority? Are you taking the time to make sure that other people aren't going to run your entire life, that you're going to be in the driver's seat, that you're not handing the keys over to other people? It's going to be you driving yourself to your destiny, not others. And number 4, are you sitting there and cheering yourself on through the whole process? You need to be doing that. And I'm telling you, once you become your best cheerleader, your own best cheerleader, you're going to see a huge difference on how your life turns out. It's okay to care about yourself enough to cheer yourself on. And what you'll find is eventually you won't need others to do it for you because you will be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest coach, and your biggest fan. And you'll get yourself to where you want to be in life. Now, I hope these 4 simple steps helped you think a little bit differently. I really do. And more so, I hope that you take them, you write them down, and you take some action. You take some action on these steps to help you stay motivated. Because each week I bring you these different shows. I do it for a reason. I do it because each little thing is a little tiny step in the right direction to where you want to be, to getting what you want in life, to losing the weight you want to lose, to finding that happiness you want to find, to getting that vibrancy back in your life, to being able to go out there and just play with the family and run with the kids and do all the great stuff that you want to be doing, because it's all possible for you. And if part of that is you want to take on a new diet, for example, you want a new eating approach, a way that you can at least have one thing that's controlled, your diet plan, then you might be interested in my Automate Your Plate eating approach. I talked about it earlier in the video, and you might hear me talk about it each week, but it's such a crucial part of what I did for myself. It allowed me to lose 65 pounds in 13 weeks, allowed me to keep it off. It's a no-brainer. It's not based on rocket science. It's simple. It's easy to follow. And I'm going to get it into your hands today. It's free. I put together an Automate Your Plate checklist, I call it. It steps you through the whole Automate Your Plate process. It's one of the 9 directives in my book and in my online course. And it really is one of the key directives that got me to where I am today. And I'm sharing that with you today for free. You can just go to ethanlerock.com/automate. You can click on it. You can download it there. If you're watching on YouTube, yes, there's a link down below and you can grab it there. So this week, I have a question for you. Of the 4 steps I've shared with you today, which one has the greatest potential for helping you to become and stay motivated? Because as always, I'm interested in what you have to share. And I hope you walk away this week feeling motivated. And I want you to know that you're not alone. We can walk this journey together. And with each little step, we're going to get you to where you want to be. Until we meet again, stay healthy, be happy, and live your life with intention every single day.